do you mean by protoplast? Answer ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಹಾ ಗೊತ್ತು, ನೀವು ಮುಂಚೆ ಓದಿದ್ದೀರಾ? What is a protoplast? Answer. Till you answer, I will not go ahead. Protoplast ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Cytoplasm, protoplast, the components of cell. So ಒಂದು protoplast ಗೂ cytoplasm ಗೂ ಏನ್ difference? Huh?
It is a living plant or bacteria.
It is a living
Plant or bacterial cell.
No. All protoplasts are living component, I agree. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಪ್ರೋಟೋ ಅಂದ್ರೇನೆ ಪ್ರಿಮಿಟಿವ್ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ cell content without the cell membrane. Aita? The cell content without the membrane is called as protoplast. Aita? Cytoplasm ಅನ್ನೋದು cell membrane ಒಳಗೆ bound ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? But protoplast ಅನ್ನೋದು it is not covered by any membrane. ಆಯ್ತಾ? Or any wall. So wall-less naked cell is called as protoplast. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? They are living component, actively dividing cells ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ present ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So coming to small introduction about the protoplast, ಆಯ್ತಾ? Non-conventional genetic procedure, ಆಯ್ತಾ? Conventional genetic procedure ಅಂದ್ರೆ normal crossing over, meiotic crossing over is the normal conventional genetic procedure. ಆಯ್ತಾ? Non-conventional, which is not happening normally. ಆಯ್ತಾ? Non-conventional genetic procedure involving fusion between isolated somatic cells. ಆಯ್ತಾ? Somatic protoplast under in vitro condition and subsequent development of their product. ಆಯ್ತಾ? The product is the what? Heterokaryons. Okay? And that forms a hybrid plant that is known as somatic hybridization. ಆಯ್ತಾ? It is also called as protoplast culture. ಆಯ್ತಾ? The culture is called as protoplast culture. The product is formed, what the product name is somatic, the procedure is called somatic hybridization. So ಇವಾಗ protoplast ಅಂದ್ರೆ wall-less naked cells. ಪ್ರವೀಣ್ ಕುಮಾರ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಪ್ಪ, ನೀನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನ ಕೇಳಪ್ಪ. ಅಂಡ್ ಸುಜು ಗೌಡ, ನಿಮ್ ಮನೇಲೆಲ್ಲ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ತುಂಬಾ, ನಿಮ್ ರೂಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ದೇ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ನಾಯ್ಸಿ ಆಗಿದ್ರು ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಅಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್, ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೂ ಸರಿ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ. ಸಿಂಧು, ನಿಮ್ ಮನೇಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ?
ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಸೌಂಡ್,
ಬಟ್ ಒಂದ್ ಚೂರ್ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಪ್ರಾಂಪ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೇಳುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ, ಪ್ರಾಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಸೊಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಹೈಬ್ರಿಡೈಸೇಷನ್. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನೇಳಿ, cells apart from the germ cells are called as the somatic cells. These somatic protoplast ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಇನ್ ವಿಟ್ರೋ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಟಿವ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ನಲ್ಲಿ we are developing from two different plant. The somatic cells are taken and it is those somatic cells are fused. When you are fusing, it forms the heterokaryons. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ multinucleate form ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, because this will not undergo reduction division like germ cells. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? So they form the heterokaryons because of the fusion of two different plant. ಆಯ್ತಾ? Two different nuclei will fuse, or it will not fuse, it just suspended, and the product is called as hybrid plant. And ಇದನ್ನ somatic cells ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೈಬ್ರಿಡ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಈ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ನ somatic hybridization ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. The term protoplast was first introduced by Hans Stein. ಆಯ್ತಾ. That is the scientist who introduced the term protoplast. ಆಯ್ತಾ. The first isolation of the protoplast was done by Clark in 1892. ಆಯ್ತಾ, using mechanical method. In further class I will explain what is mechanical method. ಆಯ್ತಾ. Later cooking in 1960 he used another method that is called enzymatic method, and he removed the cell wall and isolated the protoplast. He developed enzymatic method. Cooking was the first person who developed enzymatic method to isolate protoplast. Okay, so in further the work was extended after cooking. In 1971, Rackbay and his associates, they were successfully isolated the protoplast, regenerated a tobacco plant, and the work was much he gave a new path towards protoplast isolation and culture. I thought this is a small introduction about the protoplast culture. Coming to the importance, why do we need to do this protoplast culture? What is the importance? Because the protoplast culture can be regenerated into a whole plant. ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್, ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಆ ಸೆಲ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ನ ರಿಜುವಿನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. We can regenerate, not rejuvenate, we can regenerate the entire whole plant. And hybrids can be developed from protoplast fusion. When there is a failure of the genetic, when there is a genetic incompatibility with the germ cells, or when we are unable to keep the viable seeds ಅಥವಾ viable ನಾನು ಇವಾಗ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ, ಇನ್ ವಿಟ್ರೋ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್ ಸಕ್ಸೀಡ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಅಥವಾ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಸಕ್ಸೀಡ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, we can try such plants. We can also try protoplast, where protoplast fusion will lead to the hybrid development. ಆಯ್ತಾ, this hybrid development is exclusively used mostly in the agriculture industry. Agriculture sector ಅಲ್ಲಿ this protoplast fusion use ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು hybrid plants ನ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ತಾರೆ. And it is easy to perform single cell cloning with protoplast. ಆಯ್ತಾ, so single cell clones ನ protoplast culture ಇಂದ single cell clones ನಾವು we can generate single cell clones, and genetic transformation can be achieved through genetic engineering of protoplast DNA, where genetic information can be transferred using the DNA present in the protoplast. ಆಯ್ತಾ, using genetic engineering procedure, gene can be transferred, a gene of your interest that can be transferred, or DNA can be transferred. Protoplasts are excellent material for ultrastructural studies. For such studies, we have to do protoplast culture exclusively. Aita, what are the cell organelles suspended in the protoplast? Aita, and what is the content of the cellular content? To study all that, protoplast culture is needed. Isolation of cell organelles, chromosomes, is easy from protoplast culture. Why is it easy? Because cellular content, cell organelles are suspended in protoplast. So when we isolate the cell organelle, to isolate the cell organelles and chromosome and cell DNA, when we take up the protoplast culture, it becomes most easier. For this particular field of study, protoplast culture is highly recommended. And protoplasts are useful for membrane study. ಆಯ್ತಾ, so what are the solutes, ನೀವು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಓದಿರ್ತೀರಾ ಫಿಸಿಯಾಲಜಿನಲ್ಲಿ, ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್, ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಯಾವುದು which type of solute can get into the cell, ಆಯ್ತಾ, and lipid bilayer, ಇದು lipid layer, cell membrane, cell wall, ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ ಗುನು protoplast culture where it will be very useful. ಆಯ್ತಾ, isolation of mutants from protoplast culture is easy. So these are the field, these are the necessary for these kind of studies. Protoplast culture is recommended. Aita, coming to the isolation. So how we are actually going through the isolation of protoplast. Aita, mainly there are two major groups of protoplast culture. One is mechanical method, other one is enzymatic method. ಆಯ್ತಾ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಏನ್ಷಿಯಂಟ್ ವೇ ಆಫ್ culturing the isolation of isolating the protoplast. ಆಯ್ತಾ enzymatic method is comparatively new technique, and this is the technique which is exclusively used till today. Under enzymatic method there are two different types. One is two-step or sequential method, other one is one step, second type is one step simultaneous method. Okay, there are two types of enzymatic. First one is
Mechanical method is
mechanical method is the ancient way of doing it. Ancient method. This is not used now. It is not exclusively used as much we are using enzymatic method. Okay, under enzymatic method there are two types. First one is two-step or sequential method. Second type is one-step or simultaneous method. Coming to the mechanical method. What is mechanical method? It is a crude and tedious method. Results in the isolation of a very small number of protoplasts. This is a very old method, and it is isolation or this results in the isolation of very small number of protoplasts. And this is crude method. It is tedious. This is a kashta mechanical method. And the viability of the limitations ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅದು. Okay, what are the steps involved in mechanical method? First we take the small piece of the epidermis from a plant. Like the epidermal layer, one small piece of epidermal layer ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. The cells are subjected to plasmolysis. ಆಯ್ತಾ, you know what is it? Plasmolysis. ಆಯ್ತಾ, so lysing the plasma membrane is called, ಅಂದ್ರೆ cutting the plasma membrane is called as plasmolysis. This causes protoplast to shrink away from the cell wall, where protoplast will get shrunken and from the cell wall, and like this we can isolate the protoplast. The tissue is dissected to release the protoplast. Why this method is not used? We are not using because the yield of protoplast is very less and the viability of the protoplast is minimal, very low, and it is restricted to certain tissue with vacuolated cell. So the cell which is having more vacuolated cells are more, only in such cells we can do protoplast culture. Where vacuole is lesser or there is no vacuole in the cell, protoplast cell culture cannot be done. Aita, this method is laborious, tedious, and ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಜುರಿಯಿಂದ viability of the cell will be decreased. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ ಡಿಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, when we are cutting the piece of the epidermis, we may injure the protoplast or we may injure the protoplast cells. So because of this reason, and yield of the protoplast is very less in the mechanical method, thus we are not using this method in laboratory to isolate the protoplast. So this was developed by Klecker in 1892. Mechanical method, we are taking the plant tissue, cell is plasmolized. We are observing that cells under the microscope, and seeing the microscope you will be cutting the cell wall with knife. So later when you cut the cell wall, the protoplast will be released. The released protoplast will be collected. This is the step of mechanical method. Any doubts? Mechanical method? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲಾರ್ಗುನು?
Yes, ma'am.
ತುಂಬಾ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಇದು ಆಯ್ತಾ. Coming to the enzymatic method. The second method is enzymatic method. This is the widely used technique for isolation of the protoplast. Advantage ಏನಂದ್ರೆ this will give good yield of viable cells. Damage is very minimal or negligible amount of damaged cells in enzymatic method. So because of this reason, enzymatic method is widely used technique. So source of the protoplast for enzymatic method ge almost all organs can be used, such as leaves, roots, shoot apices, fruits, embryos, microspores. Aita ella or any kind of tissues can be used for enzymatic method. There is no limitation, where in the mechanical method there was a limitation. Only vacuolated cells can be used. If there was no vacuole or vacuole is very small, such cells cannot be used in mechanical method. But there is no limitation in enzymatic method. You can use any type of cells or any type of tissue, organs in enzymatic method. ಆಯ್ತಾ? So one second. And ಇನ್ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರತಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರಿಮೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ನಾನು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನಿಮ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ನ, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ನಾನು ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮರ್ತೋದ್ರು ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ರಿಮೈಂಡ್ ಮೀ. So mesophyll tissue of fully expanded leaves of young plants or new shoots are more frequently used. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಯಾಕೆ mesophyll tissue ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ they are mostly actively dividing cells mesophyll tissue ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? So that is a very good source of for protoplast culture. ಆಯ್ತಾ? In addition, callus, suspension culture are also good source. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇನ್ ವಿಟ್ರೋ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆಸಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಕ್ಯಾಲಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸಸ್ಪೆನ್ಷನ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, those are very good source of protoplast culture. So how actually this enzymatic method is carried out? This was developed by Cooking in 1960. So he did isolation of protoplast from root tips of tomato. His work was using the root tips of tomato. He isolated the protoplast using enzymatic method. Okay, what did he do? He sterilized the leaf. He actually first cut the leaf, leaf sterilization or remove. You ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ನಂತಲ್ಲ, because he did using the root tip. In general, what is the procedure? I do not know. ಆಯ್ತಾ? First is leaf sterilization or removal of the epidermis. Usually ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ದ, root epidermis ನ ತೆಗ್ದಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? So general procedure for enzymatic method is first is sterilization of the source material. Second point is removal of the epidermal layer. And later we have to do the plasmolysis of the cell using the enzymes such as pectinase and cellulase. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಎರಡು ಟೈಪ್ ಇದೆ, ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆನೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? Okay. After explaining this, I will explain this slide. That will be much better. What are the enzymes that we are using for the protoplast isolation? ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು, why we are doing enzymatic method, what are the sources you understood, and what kind of enzymes are we using to do the protoplast culture. ಆಯ್ತಾ? Enzymes that digest the cell wall. As I said, protoplast is a cell devoid of the wall is called as protoplast. So usually all the cells will have cell wall. Plant cells will have cell wall. Aita? So we have to remove the cell wall. How do we going to do it? Aita? We all know that cell wall is made up of cellulose, hemicellulose, pectin. Alva? These are the cell wall component. Cellulose, hemicellulose and pectin. So we have to degrade this cell wall. Aita?
By the enzymes.
Using the enzymes. What kind of enzymes? You all know. Cellulase is an enzyme cellulase is an enzyme which can degrade cellulose. Hemicellulase is an enzyme which degrades hemicellulose, and pectinase is an enzyme which degrades pectin. ಆಯ್ತಾ? So these are the three majorly used enzymes to degrade cell wall component. ಆಯ್ತಾ? So what is the pH we usually maintain? 4.5 to 6 pH 6. ಆಯ್ತಾ? So towards the neutral 4.5 to 6. So temperature bandu 25 to 30 degrees Celsius. This is normal room temperature. Aita? When you do the variation in the incubation period, aita, that is half an hour to 20 hours, more protoplast can be isolated. Aita? Same, if you plant the cell, aita? So we are just removing the epidermal layer. Plasmolysis madadmele plasmolysis ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಸೊ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೋಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ one step ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ we add both pectinase and cellulase and pectinase both are added together and cells will be see these are the cells the pectin and cellulose will be degraded aita the cells will be suspended the cellular content the protoplast will be suspended without any wall layer ಆಯ್ತಾ ಸೊ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಒಂದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹಾಕ್ತಿವಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪೆಕ್ಟಿನೇಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಿವಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸೆಲ್ಯುಲೇಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಿವಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ we are isolating the protoplast this protoplast will be further cultured ಆಯ್ತಾ the enzymatic 2 step sequential ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು one after the other ಅಂದು that's why it is also called as sequential method so this was developed by Takebe et al in 1968 aita what we are doing tissue is treated with pectinase aita this which that is manufacturer name is Meserozyme aita so I will give that list of enzymes manufacturing names on aita Meserozyme this will separate the cells by degrading the middle lamella aita so middle lamella is made up of pectin when middle lamella is degraded cells becomes separated like this aita two cells are joined by middle lamella hope you know the basic structure of cell wall aita first year on ನೀವು ಓದಿದಿರಾ what is a cell wall components of cell wall how cell wall is having primary layer secondary layer two cells are joined by middle lamella all that basic science you know aita I'm not going depth in that aita so what happens this middle lamella is made up of pectin when you treat with the pectinase aita cell having pectinase the middle lamella get degenerated later the cells are exposed to cellulase to release the protoplast aita so primary cell wall is made up of cellulose aita so primary cell wall middle lamella degenerate admele primary the the cellular content will be protected by cellulose that is the primary cell wall aita to degenerate this primary cell wall cellulase enzyme is used aita so both these enzymes are used simultaneously it is not used one after the other that's why the step is called as sequence for this step ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ sequence ಆಗಿ first we use with pectinase later we use cellulase that's why this is a two-step procedure aita as a result protoplast will be released what is the use of pectin andre pectinase break up the cell aggregates into individual cell while cellulase removes the cell wall properly previous diagram nodidira alva idu two step this is one step idu two step aita first we use pectinase later cellulase and we are isolating the protoplast aita this is the two step in one step or simultaneous Catalina. This was developed by Power and Cooking in 1968. Aita? And one step enzymatic method is the most preferred method. In this again, ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇದು ಒನ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸೈಮಲ್ಟೇನಿಯಸ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರ್ಡ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ both the enzyme that is pectinase and cellulase are used together. ಆಯ್ತಾ ಮ್ಯಾಸಿರೋಸೈಮ್ ಪೆಕ್ಟಿನೇಸ್ ನ ಮ್ಯಾಸಿರೋಸೈಮ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ ಮ್ಯಾಸಿರೋಸೈಮ್ and cellulase is used simultaneously. This will lead in the separation of cells, degradation of their walls to release the protoplast directly. ಆಯ್ತಾ ಮ್ಯಾಸಿರೋಸೈಮ್ ಆರ್ ಪೆಕ್ಟಿನೇಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ಯುಲೇಸ್ ನ ಎರಡನ್ನು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ರೋಟೋಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಐಸೋಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಲ್ ಲೇಯರ್ ನ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ವಿ ಲೀವ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೋಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸೆಲ್. ಲೇಟರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಇದು ಒನ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೋತ್ ಪೆಕ್ಟಿನೇಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ಯುಲೇಸ್ ನ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಪ್ರೋಟೋಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಐಸೋಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Two step ali, first we are using pectinase and it releases the isolated cells, and later cellulase protoplasm will be released and that is used for isolation. Artha aita?
Yes, ma'am.
Coming to sources of protoplasm for isolation. What are the sources? ನಾವು ಯಾವ ತರದೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಯಾವ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಟು ಐಸೋಲೇಟ್ ದ ಪ್ರೋಟೋಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್? First one, leaves. They are the most convenient popular source of protoplast because it allows isolation of a large number of relatively uniform cells. ಆಯ್ತಾ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಸೆಲ್ಯುಲಾರ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಸೈಟೋಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಓದಿರ್ತೀರ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಆಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಮೇನ್ ರೀಸನ್ ವೈ ವಿ ಚೂಸ್ ಲೀಫ್. ಇಟ್ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಪ್ರೋಟೋಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಐಸೋಲೇಷನ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ when epidermis of leaves are difficult to peel, especially in monocot, ಆಯ್ತಾ the leaf is cut into small pieces and they are combined with vacuum infiltration. ಆಯ್ತಾ ಏನಿದು vacuum infiltration ಅಂದ್ರೆ the material, leaf material is allowed adequately infiltration of enzyme into the leaf cells. ಇಲ್ಲಿ vacuum generate ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ so that the leaf will be immersed in the enzymes proper agi. Aita when the vacuum is released, the leaf pieces will sink and eventually releases the mesophyll protoplast. Aita so this is one of the example in monocots ali henge ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ slightly different ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಆಯ್ತಾ so coming to the this leaf isolation, what are the different steps that is involved in leaf isolation, leaf protoplast isolation? First one is sterilization of the leaf. Aita leaf is sterilized and removal of the epidermal cell, pre-enzyme treatment, incubation in enzyme, isolation by filtration and centrifugation. See, same thing. I have this diagram explains where we are taking the explant, aita leaf of the explant A, aita this explant is sterilized, cell wall is removed by cellulase enzyme, aita this is the explant B, this is the leaf, aita ಇದನ್ನ ಅಗೇನ್ ಸ್ಟೆರಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇದೆರಡರದ್ದು ಪ್ರೋಟೋಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ನ ಐಸೋಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇದನ್ನ ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಂಡ್ ಈ ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರೋಟೋಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾವು ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಕ್ಯಾಲಸ್ ರೀಜನರೇಷನ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅಗೇನ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ಡ್, ಸಬ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ರೀಜನರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರೋಟೋಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ these are the steps involved in protoplast leaf isolation. ಆಯ್ತಾ second one ಬಂದು callus culture. You know alva what is a callus? I explained it is a mass of undifferentiated cell and this callus is observed only in vitro culture. So the young callus are ideal material for obtaining large quantities of protoplast because they are having actively dividing cells. They are mass of undifferentiated cells, so they have large quantity of protoplast. And these are young and actively growing callus. And when they are subculture, after 2 weeks we can isolate large quantity of protoplast. ಆಯ್ತಾ? Isolation of protoplast from callus tissue resulted in obtaining variant protoclones. The protoclones are nothing but protoplast propagated clones. And these kind of protoclones are exclusively done in agriculturally important species. ಆಯ್ತಾ? For the formation of hybrids, callus culture ನ ತುಂಬಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? 2 different species ದ ಪ್ರೋಟೋಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಐಸೋಲೇಟ್ ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ವಿಟ್ರೋ ಕ್ಯಾಲಸ್ ಜನರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆ ಕ್ಯಾಲಸ್ ನ ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೊಸ ಹೈಬ್ರಿಡ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲಸ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಆಸ್ ಅ ಸೋರ್ಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಸಸ್ಪೆನ್ಷನ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಸಸ್ಪೆನ್ಷನ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೇನೆ an cell growing in a medium without agar is called as suspension culture. ಆಯ್ತಾ? Cells that you are growing in a liquid medium is called as cell suspension culture. ಆಯ್ತಾ? So this provides excellent source material for isolation of protoplast. ಆಯ್ತಾ? High density cell suspension is centrifuge. ಯಾವಾಗ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ದೇರ್ ಇದು ಹೆವಿನೆಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಸೊ ಸಚ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಸೆಂಟ್ರಿಫ್ಯೂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೂಪರ್ ನೆಟೆಂಟ್ ನಾವು ತೆಗೆದು ಬಿಸಾಕ್ ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಡೆಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಡೆಬ್ರೀಸ್ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಸೂಪರ್ ನೆಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ ದ ಸೂಪರ್ ನೆಟೆಂಟ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಯುಬೇಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ and the cellulase and pectinase is used in the conical flask. It is kept in shaker for 6 hours to overnight depending on the concentration of the enzyme and protoplast isolation. ಯಾಕೆ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಶೇಕರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತಾ 6 hours to overnight. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸಸ್ಪೆನ್ಷನ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಗೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೂಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ಅವಾಗ ಏರೇಷನ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಟು ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಏರ್, ಟು ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ದ ಏರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕಲ್ಚರ್, ಏರೇಷನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕಲ್ಚರ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಟು ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ದ ಹೋಮೋಜೆನಿಸಿಟಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಲ್ಚರ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಕೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಶೇಕರ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇಟ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಶೇಕರ್ ಏನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಕೀಪ್ಸ್ ಶೇಕಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕೋನಿಕಲ್ ಫ್ಲಾಸ್ಕ್ ಇನ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅಟ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್. ಇದರಿಂದ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಗಿ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ? So this is the importance of the cell culture suspension. Culture of protoplast. ಆಯ್ತಾ? Culture of protoplast. First step ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಲ್ ವಾಲ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಐಸೋಲೇಟೆಡ್ protoplast. ಏನು ನಾವು ಮೇನ್ ಆಗಿ ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಬೇಕು ಪ್ರೋಟೋಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ